Hello Twin Flames, this is Victoria and I'm here with your daily energy check. Today we're going to do a classic reading where I'm going to take a look at Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine collectives and the connection at this time. What's happening, what is relevant for us to know, what kind of guidance can we get from this. I'm going to start with an oracle deck and pull a card for each of the twins. Today I'm going to be using the Enchanted Map Oracle, and at the end I'm going to post the messages between the twins from the Hermit Tarot deck. Welcome to my channel. Whether you're new or you're coming back, I'm excited to have you guys here. If you haven't done so yet, please click the like button on the video. It helps me spread the word and circulate this message with people who need to hear it. And of course, subscribe to my channel and share the video, add a comment, give me your feedback, let me know what you'd like to see more of. And yeah, I will be taking that into account for new events that I do, the content I post, etc, etc. I've got somebody helping me with my website right now, so I will definitely emphasize my mindfulness articles and blog more. We'll be posting more videos. We'll be posting some of the podcasts that I recorded in spring, so watch out for that kind of content soon. Okay, let's get started. Let's see what we have for Divine Feminines first of all. Protecting Treasure, number 39. And I'm getting, especially with this girl under the umbrella, I'm getting that you, Divine Feminine, is the biggest treasure of all. And first and foremost, this is with regards to you. Like, that's the key concept, right? That you are the greatest treasure yourself. The treasure is not in physical possessions, right? Not even in money as much, but for some of you, it's a hint to maybe not make any big expenditures today, or maybe check your budget, just double check to make sure that you're on track and you won't have any surprises when it's time to pay bills or whatever your financial cycle is. But most and foremost, and this refers to Divine Feminine taking care of herself, taking time for herself, and doing something that's healthy, that's good for your mind, body, soul, that is enjoyable, and something that nourishes you, whatever it means to you. Some of you may think, like, immediately, what comes to your mind when you think about it today? What do you actually need? Sometimes you can imagine, you can turn it into a little bit of an inner child work. Imagine yourself as a little child and ask that girl or that boy what they need right now, what they want to do. Maybe they want to go outside and, I don't know, draw something with a piece of chalk on the ground, or I don't know, they want to play a certain game, or I don't know, read a specific book that they always wanted to have but never got their hands on it. I don't know, buy some piece of clothes or costume that they never had, or even a toy that they've always dreamed of and never had. The little version of you, right? And I'm exaggerating a little bit, but you get the idea. That's what I mean. Like for me, a lot of the time dancing was one of the things that I craved as a child but didn't do. And I was advised by my parents, I was advised against it because I was so fragile and had health issues, right? So sometimes just dancing gives me that opening, that outburst of joy and connection to my soul and to my inner world, right? Because it immediately speaks to me, because it's something that I deeply desire. It's one of my passions, right? It can be like the smaller things. This is like more of a bigger theme because I'm a dancer now and I do it a lot. Like, it's a big part of my life. It's not just a little craving, but it could be something else. I was looking at some toys actually a couple of weeks ago because I was looking to potentially buy a present for someone. I was looking at some of these dolls, like it's crazy. The doll world is like, wow. Compared to what I had as a kid. And it would be so amazing to have a doll like that. And I was like, this close to actually hitting add to cart and buying it for myself. And I was thinking about it as that, like, I wanted this kind of doll when I was little, but we never had money, or we didn't have an opportunity because we didn't have as much of a foreign expert back in the day in post-Soviet Union society. And I just couldn't have it, right? I have bigger plans like that. Like I want to learn how to ride the bike because we never could afford a bike. And again, because I was fragile, my parents were afraid that I'm going to hurt myself, right? So for example, this is like a bigger topic. I'm not going to do it just today, right? But it's something that I have on my list kind of deep down, that one day I'm going to check that box. I'm going to learn how to ride the bike. Maybe I'll even buy a bike if I enjoy it, right? And that childhood dream will be closed because it was one of the cravings for sure. Okay, sorry, we're getting on to 5 minutes, but somebody needed to hear that concept. I keep talking about it from time to time, but I guess it was important. What do we have for divine masculines? It's actually interesting that she's got, yeah, there's this like magic stone by the chest. What do we have for divine masculine today? Wow, ride the wave. I got it in one of the zodiac sign readings. This is an amazing card because it says that basically the energy of abundance and success is being sent to you. Look, it matches my dress. It's being sent to you by the universe. You're getting those blessings. You're just supposed to ride it, right? To use the momentum and enjoy it. And the important part is that the success comes when the combination of your skills and talents is used together with your faith and with the connection to the higher power. Okay, let's get to tarot. I'll speed it up a little, I promise. What's the energy like for divine feminine today? 5 of Swords. What about divine masculine? I'll pull some clarifiers. Okay, the Devil. Wow, pretty heavy stuff today. What do we have with the connection energy? But I think the Devil card in this deck is pretty adorable, with the guys trying to unscrew like some screws that are connecting the parts of the devil. It's like, this is that monster machine, and we're gonna take him apart little by little. We're gonna deal with it. Knight of Wands for the connection. Okay, I got my After Tarot for clarifiers. Please clarify 5 of Swords. All right. Please clarify the Devil. Thank you. Please clarify Knight of Wands. Okay. Wow, the Magician. So for the feminine, we have 5 of Swords clarified by Temperance in reverse. The Temperance kind of fell on the side, but it was closer to the reverse, so I'm gonna read it like that. So what I'm seeing is for the feminine, especially with the card about protecting treasure, is that today you could be distracted and your attention, your focus paid to something is kind of drawn to something that's not really that important. You know, it's an illusion of importance. So it's an illusion of, how to explain it? Like, you know, something happens that triggers you, that upsets you or makes you angry, and it seems like a big deal. And the more you kind of think about it, the bigger deal it is. But actually it's not. Like, it's not that big of a deal in terms of, you know, the person didn't have bad intentions. You don't know all the story of why that happened, right? And at the end of the day, if you think like really objectively, it hasn't had much impact on your life, right? It's more in your head, in your emotions of where the storm is happening, right? Hence the illusion. And that's because of lack of balance between the masculine and the feminine energy. Maybe lack of balance between 5D and 3D space for some of you. So that's something, and that's where, again, the self-care day, attention to yourself, who you are, your gifts, how you help the world, even getting together with self-care, acknowledging how much you're actually accomplishing, how much you're doing, how much more exciting stuff you have coming up for you on your light worker path, and just even on the personal path, right? Things that we couldn't imagine maybe even a couple of years ago. So that helps to bring that balance in, to focus on the right stuff, so to speak. For the masculine, we have the devil clarified by Four of Swords. So masculines keep pulling. I'm getting this image like from agriculture, when somebody is like pulling some heavy equipment along the field to kind of irrigate it, or I don't know, add fertilizer or whatever, like back in the earlier days when people had to do it manually and kind of pull the thing by themselves. So this is the image I get for divine masculine. Like they're really burning the candle on both ends and trying to do their best, and they're getting exhausted, and it seems like the devil energy is starting to kick in. That's telling them that it's not worth it, or it's all for nothing, or maybe the other way around, that they are not working, for some of them, they're not working hard enough, and that makes them even more miserable. So they're getting into this Four of Swords energy of taking a break or getting rest, or they will be in that energy very soon, because that's like the natural push from from their subconscious, in terms of getting them some rest, recharging their energy, their brain, right? Because it's becoming unbearable, to say the least. So kind of a hard, and I'm also getting with this image of the devil that they think that, like sometimes they think that they can cope with the toxic energy that's coming in, either from other people or even from themselves. Like they can turn things around and make them happy and joyful again, or constructive at least. But then, while they're focusing on this part, it seems like it's all doable and they can do it. But then they see, when they step back and they see the bigger picture, they understand that it's not going to be that easy. It's a huge monster, and maybe they won't even be able to conquer it by themselves, or it's going to take a long time, and they get desperate again. Whew. The connection energy, we have Knight of Wands clarified by the Magician. So this is the twins learning to apply the skills of manifestation into their day-to-day life, and maybe not just for the next hour, next few hours, next day, but maybe for a week or months or a year. So this is like learning to make bigger plans and manifest big. It's about not just necessarily manifesting like I want to have more joy in my life by being joyful, right? Like that lesson is already learned, it's in the bag, it's there, it's available, the box is checked. But this is like the more advanced level of manifestation. It's like when you go to the next course, the next year of your studies, and you're studying more complex topics. And now you're studying, how do I bring in success in those specific areas that I want. I don't know, maybe I'm a writer, I want to have a success with my books, finally to publish my book. Or I don't know, I'm a blogger and I want my blog to be recognized by, publicly, right? And get X amount of subscribers, right? So it's a lot bigger goals, a lot more ambitious goals, and the twins are, through trial and error, they're discovering, they're seeing how that can work and what are they supposed to do energetically and practically in terms of taking action, right? Because the wand suit specifically was the emphasis on the wands, on the taking steps, taking action towards their goals and dreams. It's pretty cool. It's like an academy course. Let's get some messages from Divine Masculine to Divine Feminine. Boom. All right, got a few. We have, if I asked you to stay, would you leave? Ooh, this is resonating so much. I'm a very jealous person. Yes, clearly. And I miss you. Do you? Definitely. I definitely miss you because they fell together. I definitely miss you. Do you? They're wondering, how much you matter, how much they matter to you. And all those cards tell me that they acknowledge how much you mean to them and that they don't want to lose you. Okay, maybe the time isn't great and it looks like divine masculines are busy with their karmic stuff, but they still have you on their mind, and they don't want this temporary challenge or crisis even to ruin things between you two. That's what I'm getting. If you are not in contact at all, I'm getting that it's the more challenges they have, the more they struggle, the more disbalance they have, or the more exhausted they are, the more their mind comes to you, because that's their home, that's their soul, right? And that's the definition of love and comfort, and that's what they're craving right now. Okay, what do we have for divine feminine? From divine feminine to divine masculine. All right, we have wait, I'm terrified, sex with you, and I feel the same way. So there is a strong, and I'm getting this is, yeah, I mean, obviously there's sex, there's physical pull, but there's also the emotional pull, because divine feminines, some of them can actually hear that cry for help, energetic cry for help from masculine, and they want to be there, they want to nurture them, right? That's what's calling out, bringing out those feelings of longing for the DM from divine feminines. But also we have this weight, and I'm terrified and I'm getting that divine feminine, as much as the energy is strong, the passion is strong, she doesn't want to rush things. And so she's saying to the masculine, I understand that you need time for yourself, and I'm figuring things out on my own journey, where I'm getting more balanced, I'm getting to this higher level of manifestation and establishing myself with my mission. So let's wait. Right now it feels scary, like there's still a lot that we need to figure out and to get ready for the union. And if we start to rush things, to push things, we may get ahead of ourselves, and it will just break our bond, right? It will just ruin things, or we'll be so heartbroken that we'll have to start from square zero. Something like that there is a lot at stake that we already worked on, and this is something to cherish. Again, back to the treasure concept, and they don't want to lose that sort of accomplishment and that good space, safe space that they have with DM. Okay, I hope this has been good for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I love you all, and I'll be back with more readings very, very soon. Bye, everyone.